In today's video, I want to share a unique system you can use to overcome uncertain and unstable time in your life. Hi, my name is Armando Cruz, and I want to welcome you to the R.I.C.H Man Experience. Part of taking confident steps forward, moving forward in uncertain, unstable times. Maybe you're having problems with your marriage, problems with your health, problem with work, your focus. Part of moving forward confidently is having clarity so that you can take the adequate steps and action in order for you to move forward. Now, what I want to share with you is the system called the R.I.C.H Man Experience, or at the basis of the R.I.C.H Man Experience. You can just see R.I.C.H is an acronym. It stands for Respected, Inspired, Connected, and Happy. That is a value system. And a value system that I want you to try on, the same way you would try on a coat or a pair of pants to see if they fit, to see if they really serve you, make you feel good, look good. You're going to try on this value system of respected, inspired, connected, and happy. And if it works for you, great. If it doesn't, you're free to adjust it in any way that you can, any way that you feel it's going to enhance and help you on your journey. This is just a starting point, and a powerful one at that. See, I've taken a lot of time to really craft this out to help support you on your journey and during this time of instability and uncertainty. So let's start with the first one, and I'm going to share with you how to look at it and then how to use it and know whether you're on the right path. So first and foremost, let's start with respected. And I said these are value systems. So when we're talking about value system, first thing we need to do is understand what it is. Second thing is what it isn't. And the third thing is, how do I know when I'm living it or being it? So the first one is respected. How do you define respected? Now think of this in the terms of a man, as a husband, as a father. How would you define a respected man, husband, or father? Now think about what the opposite of that is. What's the opposite of the respected? And get clear on what that means for you. So let's just say, let me give you an example. The first one, respected. So to me, someone who's respected is honest, who is authentic, is genuine, is present, leads, is there to serve others. A man that's respected, for me, my definition, encompass all of that in that one word. What it's not is someone that's selfish, someone who is dishonest, someone who doesn't lead but looks towards others to always follow. So the question you need to ask yourself is, now, how will I know if I am in alignment with that? How will I know if I am showing up as a respected man? So the question is define that. What does respected mean to you, and how will you know you're living it? Well, one of the ways, if we're taking my example, is looking at the situation and say, how would I, as a respected man, be acting in this situation? Maybe it's a situation where you're having an argument. Maybe it's a situation where you need to lead a group of people. How do you need to show up? Who do you need to become in order to show up as that respected man? The second thing is inspired. How do you show up as an inspired man? First, what does that really mean? Inspiration quite literally means to be filled with the Spirit. That means it comes from the inside out. It's not motivation. So how can you approach situations from a place of inspiration, from the inside out, where you're driven as opposed to having to be dragged along? So how can you position your actions, your words, your thoughts so that you're coming from a place of inspiration? The third one is connected. Now, when I think of the word connected, what I feel is hand to hand, making that connection. Are you connected to the person you're having a conversation? Are you connected to the situation you're currently in? Maybe you're writing. Maybe you are doing something at work. How can you be most connected with the task at hand, with the things that you need to be doing? How do you need to show up so that you are both open to be connected with and to connect to the fullest capacity? You see, because we don't live on this earth alone. And so being connected is that thing that unites us. So how can you be more connected? Because the more connected, the more empathy, the more love, the more compassion, and the more aligned of a man you can be for yourself and for your family. And finally is happy. What do you define happiness as? Too often we find that happiness is something that people are searching for externally. The thing is that if you're looking at the happiness bucket doesn't live in the external world. So no amount of reaching, achieving, getting, doing is going to ever fill that happiness bucket. Because every time you hit an accomplishment, you're standing with a new perspective. It's kind of like walking up steps. And every time you take a new step, you're a little bit higher so you can see a little bit further. So there's something else. The finish line continues to move. And as a result, when you search for happiness in an external realm, you end up never being happy because you never reach there. It's like chasing the rainbow. On the flip side, happiness is a bucket that's inside. So we need to go in order to find happiness. Happiness is not on the outside, but is on the inside. You could be completely poor, you could be completely sick, you can have diseases and you can still be happy. You can have lack of energy, you can still be happy, because it's not what's on the outside, but on the inside. And so how can you approach life with that perspective of going in for the internal and out for the external? Fill your happiness bucket by going inward and finding the value and the beauty of each moment, each person, each relationship, each experience, each environment, and take that in, and that starts filling up your happiness bucket. So really quickly, I want to review. First, we have respected. Second, we have inspired. Third, we have connected. And finally, we have happiness. That's rich. If you remember rich and you remember those four things, in any situation, you need to ask yourself, how can I show up as a respected man? How can I show up as an inspired man? How can I show up as a connected man? And how can I show up as a happy man? It's not going to be easy, but what it does do is during uncertainty, during unstable times, by holding on to this value system and using it as a tool to help you move through those shaky waters, you're going to find yourself navigating a lot clearer and a lot more confidently. This is a start to build from. Maybe you don't resonate with the word respected or inspired. That's fine. Feel free to change it. Find what works for you. But right now, to start, experiment. Try it on like the coat or the pair of pants. How does it fit? How does it feel? And you're not stuck to that, because if it doesn't fit or feel good, take it off and try on something else. But it's a good, solid foundation that has helped myself and has helped many of my clients to move forward, especially when times are tough. So this has been me, Armando. I hope this serves you. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out, and I'll catch you in the next video.